Okay, I'm back. Right, and right, let's put the link up. Bum, 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 bum. Right, okay. All good, all good. Probably because I put the microphone in with OBS when it sometimes doesn't like it. Right, I've just sent a link over to the other chat so we can close this. Right, put some fuel in. Oh god. I wonder if there's any filters that I can actually put onto OBS that actually make my voice sound weird. You know, it's like like a Dalek bloody voice or something like that. Yeah. Right, I've got a couple of new coaches have come. Pullman coach and a Pullman bar. So got those. There's a place down in a PO postcode. I think it's Portsmouth. That's got a few. So once I've ordered my stuff from Scoonies, which is about 100 quid's worth of stuff I've ordered in the form of a Grand Central coach and 10 whiskey grain wagons. After all, it's Scotland. I've got to have a whiskey distillery up there. You know me much, look, aren't you? Perfect. Right. It's actually dragging me to her, so... However, things will get better. And I think the kettle's a sport, so I'm just going to go downstairs. Okay, no worries. No worries. I'll say it's not compulsory that you come. Right, I'm going to go downstairs and make myself a cup of tea. In the meantime, my microphone is here. So my camera's there. Yeah, there we go. She had to attend. She has to come see what I'm doing. That's my that's Cobby. She's come to join me for the for tonight. I think Burger's lying downstairs. In fact, I'll go get Burger as well. Right. Okay. Right. So that's what we're saying. Fuel, switch the engine off, go downstairs, make myself a brew, and I will be back. I also won't be able to put any music on because I'll get a copyright because I've got a listed album listed up. Back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Two cats are doing their thing downstairs. They'll probably show up in a minute. Okay, we are in the, I'll say, the Scania High Line. The old dashboard mod. I've got a, what's it, but it felt nice though. Now that's a proper manly burp when you can go that long. That's probably the amount of gas in the Cherry Coke. Unfortunately, I have a very, very crude sense of humour, so that just made me... I can just say, imagine a burp. Unfortunately, that's just triggered my humour. So please don't take offence. We'll have to see if we can actually go down to where we got to go without actually having any incidents on the road. And then I've got a Arlux V15 container mod. I've got a load of what, coffee or... I can drink coffee, I can drink tea, I can drink Red Bull, Coca-Cola. The only thing I tend not to drink is alcoholic drinks. Usually I'm having to drive. If I get on my mates I drive, if I get on the shops I have to drive. So it's just not worth it. I had to drink just before Christmas, like. Got a got coffee. It's not the cheap chicory crap. Life on two wheels? Find me that video. Now, downloading the Joey Feek, her only ever album that she ever did as a solo artist. She used to be she was the second half of a duo called Rory and Joey. But she did a solo album. She only ever did one solo album. And I thought, right, I like that. It plays on my truck stereo. But it won't play my car stereo. Yes, it's MP3. Only two, the entire album, only 2 songs will actually play on my car. It's highly annoying. That's just gross. Right, we are gonna say we're taking some bratwursts all the way down to Portugal. Maybe via Santander. Right, and there's our loading bay. What do you reckon? One hit? One shunt? Let's see, shall we? I've never actually watched Britain's Got Talent. It's not my kind of view. Thank you, what's it? Paste that link there. There's something like the Real Variety Show. I think it was Tommy Cooper, comedian, dead now. He was on stage. He had a heart attack on stage. Apparently, he was dead before he hit the floor. And because obviously he was a bit of a comedian, some people actually thought it was his act. Then all of a sudden, it's like, nah, this ain't right. That ain't right. I've got a bit missing on my bloody trailer. So we loaded it up. We'll just go get that bit now because we've got to go past the port to go to Esbjerg. Catch the ferry to Santander. So if you win BGT, get onto the Real Variety Show. Okay. I think Jack Russell won it one year. Although I do admit, I used to enjoy watching the Real Variety Show. You used to have some good acts on there. No. Definitely not. He'd probably have to change his act, I think, for Her Majesty the Queen, and now His Majesty the King. That dog's probably now no longer with us. Punty the dog. 12 years ago. That's when in fact, I don't think we got Kelly at that point. We hadn't got Kelly then. We got Maggie, the Yorkshire Terrier. But we hadn't actually gone and got Kelly. Okie dokie. And 12 years. 12 years is not a bad age for a Jack Russell, though. Yeah, we did. Look how long fucking time was flown. Time was rocketing by since the London Olympics. What was I doing in 2012? I think I was working at DHL on the... thought Ship Putty was a Jack Russell. Very talented little dog. Yeah, well, I was making me build up for the trailer. I missed a couple of vital bits. No, why do I always go to the truck config? I want to go to the trailer config. Right, first things first. We must have got to have the FRC logos up here. FRC. Right, and that should be a locker. And then that should be a side cover. That's it, that's that there. That's there. Actually, I'll make that coloured. I'm not doing so bad, Hot Rock. How's yourself? How's you doing? Happy New Year and all that bollocks. Right. I think it's probably the only dog to win BGT. I think Anton Decker's still doing it. We lost Annie Nightingale as well the other day. DJ at Radio 1, 83 years old. Right, we are now, as I say, we got to go to out to Portugal, so let's rock and roll. Good, good, good. Well, I think I'll have to try and, for at least one weekend, try and arrange a convoy stream. ATS. Oopsie daisy. That was not clever. How did you do that? Hello, Jacob. Looks like we're all starting to come in now. Welcome aboard. We were So we're heading down towards Espio to catch the ferry to Spain. And we've got a nice run through Spain. Down to Portugal. Down to the Algarve. And I reckon probably... Oh, fucking hellfire. Oops. Okay, what do you... Jacob, what is it you do for a living? Remind me. Say your job. Okay. Unless you're a state trooper for the police or something like that. Not who you work for, just what do you do? You're a security guard, police officer, fireman? Truck driver. They think it's clever hot rock, that's all it is. I mean, when I'm cruising down the road. Oh, okay. I'll set me cruise control to about 80 k's, which is 50 mile an hour to those people who don't deal with metric. And I've got like a distance adjuster thing on my adaptive cruise control. I set it to 5. So it keeps me about 3 or 4 truck lengths of the vehicle in front, and I just sit there quite happily. I've got plenty of... I've got plenty of space, plenty of time, and the Highways England had a campaign on just before Christmas called Know the Zones, and it's surprisingly how many people who drive little cars don't know the blind spots of a large vehicle. It's fucking scary. $2020, that's what they held in 2021, isn't it? The year after COVID. Okay, Supertramp, catch you next time. I will be streaming next week if you want to watch it on a mobile device. So you take care and be safe, be well. I'll probably chuck a video up during the week as well. I think part of the problem is as well, I mean, you see 6 axles with big tyres on the truck. And they presume that because it's got all this bloody grip, it can stop on a dime as well. And because you're so high up and you've got big mirrors, you can see everything around you. No, you can't. Right, where do we need to go? Yeah, you work in law enforcement. That's enough for me. That's all I really need to know. There we go there. Well done there. Black SUV. Oh, that sounds like FBI. But in fact, it just says Trooper Jake, law enforcement. That'll do for me. We've got to go all through lanes, so I actually missed the exit I need. So and another thing that really gets on my nerves: lane diving. You know, when you just leave it till the very, very, very last minute to leave a motorway. Phew. When I was coming up, I used to work on JCB. This was back in about 2004. I was coming out of work, comes down to Uttoxeter roundabout, police are all around it, holding traffic to where I am to come in onto the motorway from the side, well, the A50. Oh, just westbound, well, northbound, or it'd be westbound. It kind of runs diagonally. They were stopping. You know, so traffic couldn't cross it and it couldn't go up it. And traffic coming down the A50. Oh yeah, they will. They were waving through. What the devil's going on here like? Police outrider. police Land Rover, police Mitsubishi, nuclear truck, police car, police car, police car, police car, and they weren't fucking hanging about. Welcome back. Guarding this bloody these two trucks, which were carrying, well, they were box trucks. They weren't like missile carriers or anything like that, but they were carrying nuclear material. Yeah. There must have been about 10 cop cars and motorbikes protecting them. So we are now heading out towards Esbjerg. Speed limit is 80 k's and we're doing a nice steady 80. Ferry to catch as well. I ain't fucking driving to fucking Portugal, fuck that. All those bloody French motorway tolls. But I had a bit of a surprise yesterday. Fellow YouTube Watford, I think it was probably Ministry of Defence nuclear material. I mean, have you seen the nuclear missile convoys? You have 2 spare tractor units. You have a tractor unit and trailer, a fire engine, tactical bus, you know, a Lord knows how many police. Yeah, I comes off the M6, gets on the A50, so the A500 yesterday. Lena Trucker, the truck driver. Well, you want to know the really silly thing? When I went to Heysham Power Station about 2014, 2015. I had a tour around the place. Bear in mind, it's a nuclear power station, right? The nuclear waste gets carted off in big, heavy-duty lead and concrete lined skips that way. Well, put it this way. If you dropped on your truck, it'll flatten your truck. They can withstand an impact from a train. Do you know what they actually bring the nuclear fuel to the power station in? Bearing in mind it's enriched uranium fuel pellets, fuel rods. So it's fissile. And it surprised me. It gets delivered to the power station in a plain curtain-sided truck. And when they actually unload the nuclear fuel, it isn't even in like lead-lined caskets. Just on rack, it's just in crates. Spaced apart so the neutrons can't hit each other, so they can't get a chain reaction starting. And then they're taken to the by forklift truck. They're taken to the pre-assembly area and they're inspected. And this was the second surprise of the day. When they inspect the nuclear fuel, they're wearing white, basically lab coats and lab trousers and white gloves. Just ordinary white bloody mittens. Made out of the same stuff that my Visit Iceland Bobcam hoodie is made out of. And I'm thinking, what? Because although it's radioactive, it's not at that point, it isn't dangerous. And the white gloves are there not to protect the worker from beta particles of the nuclear fuel, but to protect the nuclear fuel from the skin oils of the worker. Now once it goes inside the reactor, that's what it... Yep, I kid you not. You can go to the nuclear fuel plant if you had all the correct security clearances, and you can pick up the enriched uranium in your bare hands. Because until it goes inside the nuclear reactor, it's not dangerous to you to handle and touch. Only once it goes inside the reactor does it become highly dangerous. There's a photograph, Maggie, on the wall of somebody physically handling a fuel rod. Are you just physically just holding it in the hands? Like, yeah. Neither did I. You know, I thought your nuclear fuel has got to be bloody contained and what have you. Yeah. I mean, another thing as well, you know the spent fuel pools? When they do all the maintenance on them, you send a man in scuba gear. Okay, it's thick, heavy rubber scuba gear, like, you know, a dry suit with a hard, bloody, full thing, like a helmet. So it's got topside communications. And you can actually get quite close to the nuclear fuel whilst in the just white lab, just lab, basically lab coats. Are we going the right way? I'm not sure we are. Oh crap! I've gone past it. Lock it round. The actual power station tour is very interesting. and actually suggests that you actually go on it. I think you have to book yourself in advance, obviously, so the NRC can do a full background check on you to make sure you're a person of good standing. You're not affiliated to any dangerous groups. When you get back to book you on the tour. I mean, when I was there as well, you get to look down on the charge face from the viewing gallery. You don't actually stand on the charge face. You don't go rad side. I was going the right way, but don't need to quite do it just yet. Then you go like the viewing gallery, and you can look down on the charge face. And when I was there, they were prepping for a refuel. Now, Sizewell, they have to. Yeah, it's well worth it, and it's free as well. Sizewell, when they do a refuel, they have to completely shut everything down because it's a pressurized water reactor. You have to physically open it up, unbolt the pressure vessel, and lift the top of it off so they can get inside, so they can actually get at the grid to refuel it. Not so at Heysham. What they physically do there, they have they take the fueling machine to the centre between the two reactors, clamps down, sends down a grab that picks up the fuel rod, brings it up inside the machine, closes the hatch, goes over the reactor, opens up the fuel header pipe, turns the revolver cassette inside it, sends down the grab, picks up the now irradiated nuclear fuel rod, brings that inside, clamps it, rotates it round, the cassette round, pick up the new fuel rod, lower that inside the reactor, and bring it back up, put the lid on the standpipe, go over back to the centre between the two buildings and send the now spent nuclear fuel down into a chamber where it goes underwater to cool down. Apparently the fuel, when it's actually in the reactor, glows a nice cherry red. It takes a few months to cool down, and after so long they put it inside, once you got so many of them, they put them inside inside the flask. Hello, cat. Put them inside the Mossy flask, and it then goes off to Sellafield for reprocessing. new EPRs that they build, they won't be able to do on-load refueling with them. Copy, what are you doing? Yep. She does her best. Bilbao. Yeah, she's good at what she does. Ain't you? Eh? I've just discovered Bilbao. Yep. She does like to play with dangly things. So now we are heading down towards the Spanish motorway. One thing is the hot rock, I wouldn't have it any other way. Having these pair, Cobby and Bergen, I think it's one of the best things I've done. Two gorgeous little cats. She's the smaller one of the two. Cobby is getting on now for 5.5 kilos. She's about 4. She and Bergen really are gorgeous. Loving little cats. You're left on their own for when I'm at work, which is why I've got two on. We've got company for each other. And also as well, I've got a little portable radio. I'll leave that on for him. The other day I thought, you know, where's Bergen? Bergen was actually under my quilt. I'm feeling around under the quilt, all of a sudden this bloody, you know, pad, pink claws. I've gone the wrong way again, never mind. We are taking, retaking that route round. Well, we could have gone that way, but nah, we'll go down the slightly longer route. We'll get to the fuel station, then I'll stop and I'll go make myself another drink. He's quiet, he probably is. Soon will be though, by the sounds of it. Thought as much. Where do you think you're going from this time, Life? Manchester to London City. A320 Neo. Speaking about aircraft, how on earth can they forget to bolt the doors on a Boeing 737? You know, 3 coats of Dulux ain't gonna hold the doors in. He found that. Alaska Airlines found that out. Yeah, this is Alaska Airlines. They'll be shortly approaching Anchorage. Okay, who'll open the door? Doing our trip around the yeah, Boeing 737 MAX 9. The overwing exits weren't bolted on properly. Apparently, there's quite a few that have gone out the factory with the bolts missing. Oops. Mexican air conditioning at 30,000 feet. Yeah, it's minus 20 outside the plane, it's minus 30 inside the plane because of the wind chill factor. Although, in all seriousness, it could have been a lot worse. Because there have been cases where the doors were blown open due to differential pressure on a DC-10. It caused the floor of the cargo bay. It caused the floor to collapse. It severed all the severed the hydraulic lines on at least one flight. They did eventually fix that problem. Could have happened oh so easily. You know, a passenger gets up to obviously use the bathroom. Well, not necessarily while the passenger's walking past. Yeah. You're at 38,000 feet, you're cruising along. What you do, you take your seatbelt off. I know I did when I flew across the North Atlantic. I wasn't wearing my seatbelt. Didn't need it on. Right, I'm just gonna go downstairs, make myself a drink. Cat, you're getting heavy on my legs. Come on, babe. Not very good quality of control at all. Right, I'm going downstairs, going to make myself a drink. Everybody else make themselves their favourite beverage, and we will be back in about 5-10 minutes or so. Come on, babe. Come on. Come on, Cubby. Come. Come. Good girl. Good girl. It's also a reason to allow me to stretch my hip out as well. As when I'm sitting down like this, it's not very comfortable sometimes. Oh. That's better. Right, let's go. We've got approximately says 10 hours 15 on there, so I think that's the ETA. 10 hours away. Yeah, 10 hours 15. I like this GPS mod because I've got a map view, a navigation view. Even tell me what radio station I can tune on, so I can change that. Station list, I might change those as well actually. Android and Apple CarPlay. I think that's Android. Off. So now we'll be creeping out towards the west, I think. Yeah, creeping west. The timer's slowly coming down as well on the it's 9 hours 56. Saved me as well with that map, that GPS mod, being able to see my what's-it time. I think as well on the dashboard mod. I've also got the job ETA up there as well, and the compass heading. Although in the real truck it wouldn't actually give you that information. Yeah, but it wouldn't actually give the job ETA. What that will probably do is give you time until you need to have a break. Because my DAF has got obviously a centre dashboard display, and I can bring up my driver's hours, so I know how many hours I've driven. I know how many hours I can drive. I know how much rest I've got to take and have taken. And the nice thing about my DAF as well, it can bring up my tachograph. Actually, it's one of the new generation ones. So if I've only done 2 hours driving, and it starts at 6 o'clock, and after, say, at 11:30, I've only done 2 hours driving, it will suddenly go down to, you have 30 minutes drive time remaining. Because it also takes into account not only the 4.5 hour clock, it also deals with the 6 hour clock as well. Which is great. The Volvo didn't do that. Yeah, it's great because it keeps you out of infringements for working time directive and tachograph. Stonebridge. That's it. Here's why it does it. We've got one of the Ivecos at work where every time you turn the engine off, it goes on. It automatically kicks into brake. So if it takes you half an hour to unload, you've had half hour break. If it takes you an hour to unload, it resets your bloody driving time. So if you're not careful with that truck, you can work all day and not actually physically have a break. Yeah, it does. Because when I roll up to a place and I see security, it's like there's a bit of a wait. How long's the wait? How long gonna be waiting? About half an hour. Okay, good. I'll stick on break. If I know I'm gonna wait, I will ask them how long the wait is gonna be, and then depending on how long they say, it's like 15 minutes. Right, good. Break. I'm a brew. Sometimes you give it narky, it's like, how long is a piece of string? Well, let's see, is it going to be longer than 15 minutes? Or longer than 30 minutes? If so, I will have a break. But some security guards will be right narky little bastards. But with my DAF being in for an MOT last week, I had an Iveco High Street, or the high road, the 18 tonner, Stralis I think it is, based on the Stralis. Yeah, they can do. And the thing is with the Iveco, even though it's a Euro 6 engine, it certainly had that get up and go about it. And it didn't have eco mode either. So I can flick up and down the gears and override it. It's great when I want to get going, just simply just like let it go, stick it in semi mode as well. Or just barrel through the gears. And it'll go right up to the red line change. Really was a sprightly little thing. Daffy's sluggish. Yeah, the DAF is a 340. The Iveco is a 330. Although if you go up the M6, you might find an alternator, an oil sump, a gearbox, a couple of cogs from the gearbox. An I somewhere up there, a V somewhere landing down there. An E on lane 1. A C in lane 2. U and a T in lane 3. Well, I think probably sometime next month I might get myself a little 24 volt kettle. See me up to take a flask to work. Yeah, it doesn't take long for my kettle to boil. Especially when we've got like a couple of cupfuls in it, so. Well, nothing's happened. We're just on boring Spanish motorway. Heading southwest down towards Portugal. Boring. The only thing I don't like about the Spain DLC is all nearly all bloody motorway. Great if you want to get somewhere, but seriously, that's the highlight of the scenery. It's not very YouTuber friendly. Actually, no, I do need to go down it. I am coming off. I don't mind the roadworks. Because you get to know where they are and you don't move, so you can plan your way around them. It's just motorway, motorway, toll booth, motorway, motorway, toll booth, motorway, toll booth. Mind you, Italy can be a bit like that. With Italy, you can run down, you run down the east coast. You've got the Adriatic to look at and to admire. You've got the Parma to Livorno road to admire. What have you got on this? A 4-lane bloody motorway. Trucker junction? No, I don't. I will have a look at that when I get down to Portugal. So there's a few things I've got to watch on YouTube. I'm waiting for the Iceland for the Grindavik eruption to wake up again. That eruption last year was very, very short. Only lasted literally, it was like 3 days, it was over. But it's already started to fill up with magma again, and the uplift is, well, to the point where it's ready to pop. In 2021, I'd come home from work and turn on YouTube. I'll be watching the original Fagradell's Fiat eruption. It was actually quite relaxing to watch, actually. Which is where the Bobcam stuff comes from. Watching Steve Marsh earlier on as well. He was on the Rosslare ferry going across the Bay of Biscay. That could be a lumpy fucker. Okay, I happen to come across Lena Trucker. Because I follow her on YouTube. I'm not sure how Jenka's on my YouTube. Trucker Josh is Ned Kelly. I think Trucker Tim was on there at one point. Kev T's on there as well, I think. And yesterday, just as I'm coming up the A500, who should be parked in the lay-by? Only Lena. Delivering to a local RDC, but they wouldn't let her on site until her booking slot. Otherwise, they find her. They find you if you're early, they find you if you're late. Surely they'd want you to be in, tipped, and out. But no. A 8:30 booking time is a 8:30 booking time. No earlier, no later. Signs for Portugal, look at this way. Been watching that Sean, is it Sean Wilson or Steve? Where he's in America, he's got some Scanias. And he's got an old, I think it's a 4 Series. And he's took the roof off it. He's seen Sven Parr's T999 as up. I like that. So he's chopped the roof off it. And everybody on his Instagram is saying, "Oh, you don't want to do that. You've wrecked a good Scania." No, it was a fucking wreck. It wasn't in the best condition. Well, if you saw, yeah, it is kind of ridiculous when they find you if you're early, they find you if you're late. I went into Travis Perkins the other day. I got one item on. It was a 4 foot by 4 foot square bloody package, about 2 inches thick. In fact, no, I don't even think it was that thick. It was about 1.5 inches maybe at tops. All of 12 kilos. So I just put it on top of an IBC. Anywhere else, I'll just grab all the bloody straps and just climb up the side rail. No, I'm not allowed to do that. You're not allowed on the bed of the truck, even if you got ladders. At Travis Perkins, they do not allow you to get on the bed of the truck. Unless you've got full protection. Which is great if it's a bloody pump truck job and your load's at the back of the, up against the bulkhead. You're not allowed to reverse without a banksman, which I can understand. Even my truck's full of bloody cameras. I've got corner cameras, reversing cameras and forward camera as well. But the Amico hasn't. him just have to budge. How much is 45 Danish kroner in pounds? Can't be that much. I think what it is with Travis Perkins, he had somebody at some point fall off the truck. Did what I did. It's so easily done. Falling off the truck is ridiculously easy to do. Which is why I like some of the Continental curtain sides, because they've got bloody bars on the side. But UK trucks tend not to have them fitted. Not a very good version of the Star Wars Death March. It may have not even have been at that guy who fell off his truck. May not even have been at that place, but no, it's all Travis Perkins wide. Screw fix are the same. Yeah, I think he did. Not sure when the installation guy's coming, but I think he did. About 2 weeks away, I think it's that. On a Tuesday, I think it is. So far, this stream has been relatively straightforward, relatively boring. I'm not hit anything. We've got 2 hours of the 2 game hours remaining. Let's not jinx it. Oh, look who's back. I didn't think that would take as long as it has, but she's back. August. I had them just a couple of days after my dog died. Cats. Yeah. Yeah, they come on inside though. As Cobby there tries to rearrange my my microphone. Stop clawing my hoodie. It's not good for you. Hopefully they'll be with me for a long time to come. I went to the Hobgoblin last year, not long after after they were vaccinated. So no, the owner he likes it's quite partial to a cat or two. Talk about being able to melt somebody's heart. Both of you, both you and your sister, Cobby. Yes, you. It's happened. I got suicide dived on the trailer. Now don't put your paws in there, Cobby. If this wheel snaps round, you'll know about it. It's got feedback. Well, here we are. We have arrived at our journey's end. see where it wants us. Down there. Nowhere near lined up there. That's my mouse cat and that's my thumb. Got me. Got my thumb. No. What are you doing? It's not bolted down, cat. You like to play... No, that's the cable. That's the camera cable. Stop it. Yep. Time to put the kettle on. Just let me straighten up first. Bergen. Come on then. Come on. I'm not going to sit here forever holding this camera. Come on. Don't be silly. Come on. That is a fine example of a cat. Come on then. Come on. Come on. Come on. You just like a right cat. Come here. Come here. Come here. What? Come here. Come on. Now I'm trapped. Now I am trapped. Because I've got Cobby and Bergam. Oh dear. Stupid silly kitty. No, you can't have that. Thank you. What is it with? Does anybody know what is it with cats and boxes? See if we do a really short one. Because I'm getting tired. Nah, leave it, I think. I think I'll call that the night, I think. We'll catch you, hope. There goes the laptop. Luckily, I was able to catch it in time. Well, I've got reason my laptop is going splat. So we'll call that for tonight, I think, and we'll see you all back here next Saturday. So for now, everybody, take care, be safe. Life on Two Wheels, I'll probably check up, see if you're doing any flights sim streams. They'll be quite interesting to watch. So for now, everybody, take care, be safe, be well, and have an absolutely fantastic week. Bye bye. Bye bye.